Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the HHW Show podcast, the hard-hitting wrestling show. I'm with Hector V and myself, OV1. We're getting ready and set for War Games.
Yeah.
And yes, celebrating. We continue to celebrate our 5 years podcasting, and thanks to all the listeners and followers. Thank you very much for this exciting time as we do this for entertainment. Yes. And of course, we're also with War Games and everything else. It's the Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah.
And Hector, man, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Same to you and your family.
Thanksgiving to all the listeners and followers out there.
Yeah, definitely. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and I hope everybody does everything safe. And don't be going crazy, man, especially on Friday, Black Friday shopping. If you're going to do your shopping, do it online. Be safe.
Man, I don't know about you over there, but over here, Black Friday started 2 weeks ago. I'm serious. There's a lot of Black Friday deals that happen starting on a Monday.
Well, that's why I like Amazon. I just shop online.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. Listen, a lot of things is happening, and I wanted it to talk about each storyline, but it's gonna take on and on and on. But the real focus really is these matches, and we're gonna stick with these matches that are concrete in the for this weekend. And well, I lied. I'm not gonna stay concrete with it, but we do need to talk about the Women's Intercontinental Championship. It was debuted on Monday Night Raw, and it seemed as we're going to have another tournament just like SmackDown's the Women's United States Championship. And this one, I think, has more value because the fact that there has been a Women's Intercontinental Champion, and that was China, which really wasn't a women's title. It was a men's title, and she ended up becoming champion, defeating men. You know what I mean? Like, she was beast mode, and I'm still hoping that she will be named into the Hall of Fame by herself. But hey, that's for another story for another time. But I'm loving it. So my question to you is, now that it's there, who do you believe is the favorite or deserving to become the Intercontinental Champion?
When I look at that women's roster, on SmackDown, to me, on Raw, it's not as stacked as it is on SmackDown. But looking at Valkyria, I think, the way she's put herself in a position as a singles competitor, becoming NXT champion, moving it up, and having that big win on her resume against Becky Lynch, why not put the title around her? I know we haven't really seen her since that Battle Royal, but she right now, she brings that fire. She brings that entertainment. She makes you want to watch women's wrestling when it comes on mid-card. I know I'm excited when I see her. She reminds me a little bit about like Paige a little bit, when she first started, and so I would like to see them put a single title like that around her. I think she would do well with it.
Right. And listen, what the WWE has on the Raw roster, and I'll tell you right now, Alba Fire, I say no because she's a tag team.
Right.
Asuka is listed there, but we haven't seen her. Becky Lynch, will she come back?
Right.
She's still on the active roster. Dakota Kai, I do see her being involved. Let me see. Isla Dawn, the tag team. Ivy Now could potentially be involved. Matter of fact, Ivy Now will be in it. Io Sky, she's involved in a World Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Against oh my God, Liv Morgan. Excuse me. I'm trying to see. Kyrie Zane, would she get involved?
She could be.
Kiana James, we haven't seen her much on TV. That probably opens the door. You mentioned Lara Valkyria. I'll agree with you 100%. What about Maxine Dupree? I mean, that we need some good comedy when it comes to it. Natalia, she's still on the active roster. I don't think Nikki Cross will be involved just
No.
because that she's with the Wyatt Six.
Hmm.
Rhea Ripley is trying to get a world title. Shayna Baszler, that's a good potential. Sonya Deville, maybe, but I know and Zoe Stark. I know they are a faction. And then
But that,
last,
yeah, they're a faction,
yeah,
but they can be in that tournament to try to
they're
wreak
always in
havoc.
tournaments, even against each
Yeah.
other. So
Hmm.
I think that's one thing I like about that faction is like they will compete against each other and still back each other up.
Yeah.
Crazy. And then Zelina Vega, which I doubt that she'd be top of the list to win an intercontinental championship.
Yeah.
But there are plenty. But what about Charlotte Flair? I'm
Yeah.
liking Charlotte Flair to come out of retire. Oh, well, not retirement. She was injured, but there's got to be a way that she comes back because if Becky Lynch, not Becky Lynch, excuse me, if Bailey is on a run to get the United States Championship on SmackDown, one could assume that maybe Charlotte is on her way back, or is it Becky Lynch? Some way, somehow, I'm looking for the finals to be an epic match to win this title.
I do too. I see where you're going with those two, superstars, with Lynch, Becky Lynch, because I thought she could come back, and you saying Charlotte Flair, but I just feel like with them coming back like this, so suddenly for a new title shot, it takes away from these newer superstars who are proving themselves week in and week out, who busting their tail and putting out the product out there for us to watch. To screw them over that way just because we got a big household name coming in, throwing them into the mix and putting the title around their waist. I just don't think that's fair to them. So because I mean we've seen it with Becky Lynch. How she just beat Bianca Belair that fast for that title is like, whoa, okay. We gotta. When are we gonna stop doing this? Remember I had a I was bickering a lot about how these old timers, these Hall of Famers, they keep coming back and back and back and back and always putting them in the spotlight. You're taking away from today's generation. Let this today's generation fight for something that is worth fighting for. And this is something monumental for the women.
Yeah, I understand, but honestly, is there anything going on right now in the women's division that sparks your attention?
Only on SmackDown, really. I mean, with the women over there,
Right.
Raw
Because
is pretty dead.
yeah, you're right. And then you have, and here's another thing, you have two world champions in the same team.
Yeah,
When just a little while ago in the Premium Live event, you had them against each other for the crown jewel. Nia Jax and Liv Morgan.
yeah,
Crazy how that went. And anyways, it is what it is. I can't wait to and find out who is all going to be in this tournament. And I know this is gonna lead to it has to lead all the way to which I think is too early for Saturday night main event that's happening in December because that's where you're gonna crown the new United States Women's Champion. But what about January 6th, the debut of Monday Night Raw on Netflix? I
yeah,
think that will be a great time to do so. But
yeah,
hey, let's go ahead and move on. Talk about the Women's United States Championship. Bailey already clinched. Chelsea Green, with some help of some interference with the storyline with Bianca Belair, she went ahead and advanced by pinning Blair Davenport. So Bailey will take on Chelsea Green after we find out who's going to be on the triple threat match against Michin and Piper Niven. And then the other bracket, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and Electric Lopez. Tiffany Stratton to me is going to be the woman to win that triple threat match.
yeah. I definitely, oh yeah,
And then I got Michin also winning. So Tiffany and Michin will have some history
Yes.
because of Nia Jax.
Right.
Um, but then out of everybody, I'm sorry, I just don't think anyone else is on top of Bailey unless we get a showdown between Bailey and Tiffany Stratton, right?
Hmm.
Because she put herself in a situation that she didn't have to. Why did Bailey interfere and help Bianca Belair win her match?
Yeah.
It's left me scratching my head. Why would you do something for an approval? And that's my take right there. That's why I said there's so many takes, and I wanted to focus, but now I just opened the door, man. It's like, why was someone trying to do something for acceptance?
They want to fit in. They want to be part of something. You know, she probably, because she was looking for that with when she was with Damage Control. She wasn't fitting in anymore.
Well, she was the leader. She was
She
fading
was the
away,
leader.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, she faded away. But when you're looking for acceptance, man, you're just trying to, maybe you're feeling doubting yourself in life, like you're not worth anything, and you feel like you have to feel like you have to be part of something, a group, an organization, or whatever, to feel like your worth is something.
absolutely. You know what? You mentioned something, two key points right there, and the one that you mentioned was sense of belonging, right? Because humans are inherently social creatures.
Hmm.
We are. We're all social creatures, and being accepted by a group provides a sense of identity and security, reducing feelings of loneliness and isolation. And
Hmm.
I think maybe you're absolutely right. Best friend with Naomi, but then that rejection with Bianca Belair, even though Bailey should understand the things that she did in the past,
Right.
also haunted Bianca Belair. So I can understand a little bit of friction here and there. But maybe she's out there to prove something, and she doesn't want to fear of rejection because it's a painful process, right?
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot. But what about personal growth and opportunities? That could be great for both. They could learn from each other, right? And I think maybe it's Beatty making that first step, like, look, you don't got to be afraid of me. I got your back. I know what I did. Please forgive me. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we see that a lot in the WWE, a lot of backstabbing, but a lot of mending broken relationships. We see that a whole lot, even in life, you know what I'm saying? I know it takes time, to mend a broken relationship. It takes the trusting that person all over again because you thought you knew who they were until they did what they did, and Bailey has done that, but Bailey's done it for success. That's why she's what, a Grand Slam champion on the women's side. She knows what success is all about, and she knows it by any means necessary to get there. Even if that means stabbing your own friends in the back. But karma comes back to bite you, and she's seen that with Damage Control.
absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, let's now move on to our prediction. I'm glad we talked about it. At least we got one takeaway out of this show, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do a takeaways on each of these matches right now. And I'm going to start working my way backwards. And it is a triple threat match. Sheamus, Braun Breaker, and Ludwig Kaiser for the men's Intercontinental Championship. Now, this is a two-time champion, Braun Breaker. And what I like about this is that this is the first opportunity for Sheamus to go after the Intercontinental Championship.
Well, he did go after it in a triple threat match against Gunther and Drew McIntyre.
That's right. That's right. That's right. But this one feels like it's so like you're so close now.
The window's closing on Sheamus.
Mhm.
It's like, when are we going to give this man this title? You see what I'm saying? It's like, we don't have, to me, I don't feel like we have that much time before Sheamus is gone. And this is like, you're putting him in these opportunities. You're getting us fans hyped up, and we already been disappointed once. We've been disappointed twice. It's like, you're putting him in here for a reason. We're expecting the result to finally happen.
WrestleMania.
I mean,
WrestleMania.
you're gonna drag this out to WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title.
It's a triple threat match. and it's gonna give him more reason as to, well, I could have won it because this guy was in the way. Fight me one on one.
Well, yeah, but
That's how I'm seeing it.
this could be an opportunity to protect Braun Breaker from being pinned. We've seen those situations before too.
Okay. So do you think maybe Sheamus has an opportunity to win this, and then the war? Well, that is going to be an ongoing war if
Yeah,
Sheamus was to win, or if Ludwig Kaiser is going to win. Because if Ludwig Kaiser was to win, is Braun Breaker going to turn babyface?
he was already flirting with that already. He flirted with that, and then it's like it just flipped the script.
Well, it feel like it's going again because of the fact that Ludwig got involved.
Yeah, it did.
Ludwig started all this. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
He was a heel versus Sheamus because we all fans want to see Sheamus win,
yeah,
right? He comes in the picture now. He's a tweener. Let's put it
yeah,
that way,
yeah.
right? You got the good guy, the tweener, and the bad guy. All right.
Hmm.
I'm still gonna say safe, and Braun Breaker is going to win.
Yeah,
The, the
I think
focus of the story for Survivor Series is not the IC title, so Braun Breaker wins.
Yeah, I think Braun Breaker wins, and I think this can create a story for Sheamus to deal with Ludwig Kaiser and deal with it in a sense where it may be a little ongoing, but it gets to the point where he gets rid of Kaiser, and now he can actually focus on Braun Breaker one on one, like you're saying, to finally win this title and get his glory opportunity of becoming a Grand Slam champion.
Absolutely. All right, let's go on and move on to wrong way. Haha. Sorry about that. I saw some white space. Oh wait, ain't that Sheamus's move?
White noise, yeah,
White noise. Sorry, white noise. I said white space. Good
yeah.
lord, what's wrong with me? The United States Championship, LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This is a match that's happening in Canada. Could we have the French Championship or Canadian Championship? We
Hmm.
got to have the United States Championship in Canada. All right. I'm lost at this one. Shinsuke Nakamura just came out of nowhere. He is not the Roman Reigns. Therefore, LA Knight stays safe and wins.
Yeah, LA Knight wins. I think we just need to find out more about Shinsuke and his motives behind all this. We need
This
to hear
this
from him.
this one has a disqualification all the
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah,
not it's not about him winning that title. It's about him proving a point to LA Knight and just
yeah.
giving him a beat down.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, I went
I
the wrong
think
way.
yeah. I was gonna say that
Yeah, yeah.
one.
I'm going the wrong way. I can't survive, baby. I cannot survive. Oh. All right, here we go. We have the war games between 10 female superstars. And we'll start off with Candice LeRae, Raquel, my Tiffy Time, Nia Jax, and Liv Morgan versus Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Io, and Naomi. And my question for you is, knowing that what's her name?
Bailey,
Nope.
no.
Nope.
Bianca,
Nope. Nope. Oh my
Jade,
god, why did I draw a blank? Bianca Belair's partner, Jade
Jade
Cargill.
Cargill.
Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Uh do you think Bailey becomes the fifth member?
Yeah, she does.
No, watch this. Do you know what's gonna get me more upset? Is that if Bianca Belair catches an attitude when she has that conversation with Bailey, I'll be like, well, you didn't have that attitude in the ring. You were looking surprised and then you kind of smiled and nodded. So I don't want to hear no more drama between them two. None. I don't want to hear it. And I
Oh,
just remembered, yeah, that's how the show ended. So
and
absolutely,
the question is,
it,
who took out Jade Cargill though? Was it Bailey, or was it
nah,
even,
come on,
or
bro.
was it
Liv
Bianca?
Morgan,
You
Liv
think Liv
Morgan, and
Morgan?
Raquel.
I don't know. I don't think they had anything to do with it. I really don't. I think it was an inside job, and I think it's somebody on that team that did it.
Naomi?
I'm telling you, somebody could have done it between Naomi, Bianca, and Bailey. Somebody took her out, and
It
we're
could
not
have been
gonna.
Bianca Belair.
Sure, why not? She could be
No,
jealous of her.
no.
Mm,
Why? Because the story that Liv Morgan said about them two, like because they're facing each other. No, but she had a match.
I'm just saying, Liv Morgan can have a point to what she's saying. She may have her evil ways, but there's some
But
truth to
we
what she's
just
saying.
talked about Bailey on getting an approval. Maybe she went an extra mile to get an approval.
I don't know. I just think it's an inside job, and EO has nothing to do with this.
No.
We're not gonna know until Jade Cargill comes back herself,
Well,
because she
okay,
knows who
so
did
it's
it.
not EO and it's not Rhea Ripley. They got nothing to go.
No,
Nothing benefits them for doing it,
no,
right?
nope, nope.
Well, it can't be Bianca Belair if they've been fighting against Liv Morgan, Nia Jackson, all.
Maybe
Who
she's
is it not in the picture?
she
So you
probably.
trying? Okay, so I'm narrowed it down. Naomi and Bailey are the suspects.
I'm not gonna rule out Bianca Belair. I'm not. I'm looking at.
Why?
Okay,
What?
let's look.
What reason?
She could be jealous of her. They keep outshining each other. Strength for strength, athleticism for athleticism. Who's the better tag team partner in this tag team championship, mosh that we have going on here? Okay, it's like Hogan and Warrior. Okay, they always want to size each other up, right? Who's the better man until they actually fought each other? But until then, we never got to see it. We see them tag team against each other. They went after the tag team titles, but they can never seem to get along when they got into that ring. They always have to one up each other. It could be something to that brewing between these two. And it's hard to think that Bianca will turn bad, but I look at Montez Ford and his attitude is changing with the Street Profits. Okay, he's taking more of a serious approach here. Bianca may be following those footsteps. I'm just saying, let's not rule it out. Okay, there's not no one in this roster that really matches up Bianca, strength for strength, muscle for muscle, athleticism for athleticism, with all the whole package, but Jay Cargill. And now that she took her under a wing, they come two-time tag team champions. Even though I personally don't think Jade is still fit, ring fit, she looks still kind of sloppy at times. But I just don't know. I mean, Bianca could be playing everybody for a fool, making her think that she has nothing to do with this. But
I don't know. I don't know. That's a far stretch, man. That's some shady stuff
yeah,
going on.
yeah, we see
That's
some
the most
shady.
shadiest stuff I ever heard you say, ever in my 5 years doing the podcast
We're
with
gonna
you.
keep it interesting for another 5 years because we just never know. I just don't think, honestly, the Liv have anything to do with
Nobody knows. No.
it. They're
Hey,
gonna
big shout
know.
out to Kyle Robinson. He says, "Miss you guys. Let's go." Been crazy busy. Yeah, we all been busy here, man. I'm glad that you showed up, and to all our viewers out there,
Yeah.
big shout out to you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. More to follow on that. All right, but let's take our winners because I was going to move on to the next. Who's our
Right.
winners? Who are you choosing?
I'm taking Team Rhea Ripley on this one.
I agree with you
I'm
100%.
taking
With
that.
Real Ripley there, guarantee a win. And could it be a cash in? Could Tiffy Time make that? Now that you got two world champions there, if
Yep.
they were all get
Right.
just get beat down because it's
Yes.
going to take a lot.
A
Could
lot.
Tiffy make history? And here's the scenario how this could happen. When Rhea Ripley wins and the whole team wins, they're standing tall and they walk away. Then is Tiffy able to cash in? Or she'll try it, but Rhea Ripley won't make it happen. Or unless Rhea Ripley allows it to,
But
manipulates Tiffy Time, and Liv Morgan walks out without the title.
but then that means Rhea, she wants Liv and she wants the title. You separate both of them. Now she's going after Tiffy for the title and Liv
She
still.
won't go after Tiffy just yet. She'll go after Raquel first, Liv, and then she'll work her way up.
Then Tiffy.
And
Then
I feel like Tiffy doesn't even belong in SmackDown. I feel like she belongs on Raw. And what better to be champion in Monday Night Raw in Netflix?
Then that changes the scenario of the tournament. You
Oh
know,
yeah, that's right.
if she wins that
Well, I
title.
mean, they still need one more person to fill in
No, I
if they
get it.
do it
I
right.
get it.
But
And
you're right.
but she may not win that first round or even the second round
Yeah, you're
if she
right.
has that
You're
title.
absolutely correct. Scratch that. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah, yeah. All right. Kyle says Team Ripley's gonna win, guaranteed, guaranteed. All right. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line between Gunther and Damian Priest. It's just a different. Gunther's a different person now.
Yes,
All
he is.
right. He hasn't doubts, and I'm gonna tell you right now, when people have doubts, they really don't succeed. What angle will play for Gunther to get his rhythm back the way he used to be? On the other hand, Damian Priest, it seems like he's escalated more and more confident, more powerful. It's almost like both of these people switch.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
But does that mean Damian Priest is going to win? Or what's up with Gunther?
I mean, we looking at you're right. We're seeing a doubtful Gunther right now. He can't even speak, and he's trying to sneak attack, and he can't be successful. I just,
He never had to do that before.
I know, yeah. I don't see him losing this title. I really don't. He's gonna find a way of winning this match. I think the way Damien is being so aggressive, I think that's gonna bite him. It's gonna backfire on him somehow, to where he lets his emotions get too much of himself, like some Puerto Ricans normally do, and um, he'll wind up disqualifying himself.
There ain't no disqualification in this match. I'm sorry. It's not. There's no disqualification.
unless
Someone's going to win.
unless somebody else comes out to help Gunther.
Ludwig,
Yeah.
I take. I want
Uh,
to disagree with you. I want to. I want to, but there's nothing wrong with losing it and getting it back again.
yeah.
Look, you lost the match against Cody Rhodes. That was the turning point. He's gonna have to lose this title, and he's gonna learn how to get it back. And why not if the Royal Rumble is the next event where he could gain his confidence and win the Royal Rumble?
I know he came so close to winning the Royal Rumble, 2 years ago?
I'm gonna go out a limb. And I'm gonna go for Damian Priest.
Okay, fair enough.
I still think Ludwig is gonna be the difference maker and allow Gunther to win. But I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say Damian Priest wins.
Okay,
All
fair
right.
enough.
Whoop whoop. All right, let's go. The main event of the Survivor Series. And you know what happens when you main event? Oh, I'm sorry. We got one more match before we head there. But let's cover that one more match before this, because this one's very tasty. I don't want to spoil it. No, 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 no. We'll
Mhm.
save that because I have a lot of theories on this one. And let me put the banner on this one because I totally forgot. It wasn't added, but Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes. We didn't even get to there yet. Or is it official or not official?
I don't think it's actually official. I mean,
Cody Rhodes has to wrestle. He's a champion. This is one of the four main uh pay-per-views or premium live events of WWE, and the last premium live event before we head down to Saturday night main event, right?
hmm
Um should this match happen, of course I got Cody Rhodes winning.
yeah, I'll have Cody Rhodes too.
But does that mean that Randy Orton comes out of nowhere?
He could.
Or would they really bury him all the way till January?
Wow, they could. I mean, it's only
Yeah.
2 months away, so
Yeah, yeah. But I'm liking this. I'm liking this. So I'm taking Cody Rhodes.
yeah, I'll take Cody too.
Nothing much there. I
No.
had a lot to say, but no, no, no. But let's go ahead. Let's move on. This is interesting. This guy says Team Roman. Kyle, Kyle, Kyle. I don't know what Kool-Aid you drinking, but I'm gonna tell you, and my answer is no. It is not happening. Absolutely not. Solo Sokoa and his bloodline team are going to win. The only way that Roman Reigns and the whole crew wins, my thing is Sami Zayn might be the one to get eliminated. Like, not even make it. I'm predicting because Bronson Reed is involved here. How come Seth Rollins is not involved? He is the face of WWE along with Roman Reigns. How you not have him a part of this?
Yeah.
Someone is going to be ousted unless CM Punk does something on SmackDown and all of a sudden there's no agreement, whatever. There's going to be something chaotic that has to happen where Seth Rollins is going to be in the picture.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And I don't even like the look on Paul Heyman's face. It's just something conniving going on with him that he's back now with Paul, with bringing back CM Punk. And you can go back and listen to all the previous things that CM Punk said. That he acknowledges Roman Reigns as tribal chief, but don't forget who's the real OG with Paul Heyman. He even told Solo he's not the real tribal chief. I get all that. That could just be all just something that he's feeding into all of us to make us believe that he's going to help Roman win this match. And if you are correct on Seth Rollins being part of this, a last minute replacement, that just makes things worse for Roman because then he has two dysfunctional teammates that can't get along with each other. And then they fight amongst each other. And then that distracts Roman Reigns and, of course, takes the fall. And then now he got to get involved because you just cost me something that's important. I see it's hard for me to say that Roman Reigns is in a win-win situation here. He's in a lose-lose situation. And I just think that it builds Solo up into the 2.0
Right.
bloodline. Keep that momentum going for a little while.
If that does not happen, let's just say we're set for 5-on-5. Paul Heyman is going to do something. There's a plan. Now, a lot of people are looking at Paul Heyman's outfit that matched Solo Sikoa.
Right.
I think that is misleading. I don't think he's going. I mean, why would you go to a person that slammed you, that put you out for a while, to put you out, right? And then all of a sudden you're going to join him? I don't think so. It doesn't make any sense. The thing is who is Paul Heyman citing? Will he side for Roman Reigns or CM Punk?
I mean, I would think he's side for CM Punk.
The key thing is when Roman Reigns went to call on the wise man, he already changed his number.
Right.
What does that tell you? What does that what would that tell you if you're trying to reach someone and the phone is not in service? Don't tell me because he didn't pay the bill.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Heyman is going to backstab Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
If it's not Survivor Series, it's going to happen at a different time. On top of that, is this what The Rock wanted? Just saying. What is the actual plan? Because again, we have to mention The Rock in this. Where Seth Rollins falls under this. Okay? It's not so much, look at that's the thing when everyone is wanting to see this Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa, right? Like this huge battle. And the thing is, it has nothing to do with these superstars. It only has to do with Roman Reigns. What's going to happen?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Roman has anything.
He doesn't have a plan.
Yeah, he has nothing
doesn't
figured
know
out.
what to do next because he's so used to having the wise man to do everything.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, now he got no brains. I don't know what to do. Well, somebody already has an idea for you. Now you have a 5-on-5. but it's not to your advantage.
Yep.
Solo Sokoa and the crew are going to win this match.
Yeah. No, I agree. They're gonna win. I was just thinking, okay, Sammy's still in this. What could Rollins just still make an appearance and interfere to get to Bronson, causing CM Punk to take his attention away from the team and focus on Rollins?
Oh my God. So Bronson Reed, CM Punk, ouch, ouch, ouch.
I mean, I think it's all a setup for Roman to
But
fail here.
Seth Rollins does not want to do anything with about Roman Reigns.
No, he don't. I'm just talking about he going after Bronson Reed
But why would you want to go after where Roman Reigns is present?
just to cause distraction, just to cause strife, just to cause chaos, and because like you said, Roman Reigns don't have a plan, and it's just gonna go a shit show for him. Honestly,
Well, if there is no match with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, could Cody Rhodes get involved too?
I mean, he has a little more mutual respect for Roman Reigns does than Seth Rollins did. So
Well, Roman Reigns did say he was old news.
yeah, he did say that.
It's just nothing. No matter what angle you see this in, I don't think favors Roman Reigns. Period.
Not right now, no. I mean, he's really got to sit back, go to the drawing board, and figure out how am I going to get to Solo Sokoa? How am I going to get back that Ufala? How am I going to get back and gain back the respect of everybody and still be the tribal chief?
Do you really need that around your neck?
I mean, if it means
Isn't
something,
that the same thing as saying, do you need a world title around you to be the top dog?
well, I think when you're talking about a title in sports entertainment versus an Ufala that's a rich history in a family like the Samoan family dynasty, I think it plays a different role there. So this right there that'll follow shows, who is the top dog in the family. The title is just a title that we see as you're on the top of the world in the sports of entertainment. There,
Right.
this means a little more personal when it comes down to things. And for Roman, I think since it was given to him, by his father and his uncle,
Mm-hmm.
and Solo just claims himself to be something that he's not, you know, I think that's just a little more personal there for me. So he's really got to sit back and figure out, okay, nothing's working for me. What I got to do to get things back on track. And you're right, he got to start thinking for himself. We have to do that. We can't always depend on other people's thoughts and ideas. At the end of the day, we still have to think for ourselves, and we have to still come up with our own, results, our own conclusion of what we want. Yes, it's okay to listen, to have the right people in your corner, to listen to advice, to get advice, but at the end of the day, you have to come back to your own conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
And if Roman doesn't come to his own conclusions, then yeah, he's stuck like Chuck, without a wagon out there. So
It's gonna be interesting to see what develops between SmackDown this Friday and
mhm.
leading into let's put it this way. Leading into Survivor Series for Saturday, special time, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got another announcement to make. Kyle Robinson is saying that there's an event and how you
Poughkeepsie,
say it? Yeah,
Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie, New York. Riddle, Dolph, Wrecking Ball, Enzo, and Hale Collins started a new wrestling that's in the local area, and I think he called it ACW. Um, oh, actually, it says January 4th, lots of big names. My man, put all the information in the comments. And if that's the case, I'll be there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I mean, a local area here in Connecticut, Northeast Wrestling, I don't see it. They haven't done anything. I think I need to move on from it. I do know there is an event in VFW 511 in New Britain. Wrecking Ball is the star for that, and that's wrestling with characters.
Mhm.
Uh, Mr. Kurt himself will be there. He is the host. Definitely going to check that out December 8th. But as far as wrestling concerned for this weekend, it's Survivor Series War Games Who do you think is going to win? Is it Team Roman or Team Solo? Leave all your comments in our comment section. We're definitely going to share that on post reaction on our next episode. But this weekend, man, is very special because with everything that's going on in wrestling, it brings family together.
Yes.
It really does. And like we family sticks together, man. And I know we're at a time where our families are spread apart and everything else, but this is a good time to reflect one another,
Right.
right? To be grateful for what we have and everything else. And like I said in the All Four Downs podcast a little while ago, so if you guys are into the NFL and college football, you could tune into All Four Downs podcast on the YouTube channel or on Facebook. Here, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody, to all our listeners, our followers, viewers, everybody that supported us. As we gather to celebrate tomorrow for the biggest gratitude, we want to take a moment and just say thank you. All right. For your support, feedback, and passion for the HHW show, making it what we are today, which is so rewarding. We're grateful for every download, comment, and share, the laugh and the debates. You're not just listeners, you're also family as well. And we couldn't do this without you. We're only here for entertainment. We're not here to build a resume and to try to get to stardom. We love the wrestling. We love the sports entertainment. Okay. So without further ado, make your Thanksgiving be filled with love, laughter, plenty of pie, because I love me some pie. Yes, sir. Pumpkin pie, cherry pie, apple pie. What'd you say? Sweet potato pie?
Sweet potato pie.
Yeah, pecan pie. I love me some pie, of course, with some pernil, arroz con habichuela, pavo, coquito. I'm just saying, this is just, it's just a lot more.
Tis
All
the
right.
season.
This is season.
Hey, I like the pastelas. I don't know about you.
Oh my
So you
God,
gotta throw
pasteles. Oh my
it.
God, yes. Yes.
But yeah, you're right. I know we're
Mm,
closing down the show and everything, but we have to be thankful for things because it's so easy to focus on negativity that goes in our lives and around the world too because we're bombarded by
mhm,
negativity, and I've experienced a lot of, you know, I've experienced the fact that it's so much easier to correct someone's mistake than praising a good job. People look at negativity over positivity. When you ask somebody, well, can you name something positive that that person did? It's not that easy for them. But it's when you say, can you name something negative? It's so easy for them to do that. Okay.
right.
We have feeling thankful, helps you feel more satisfied with your life and makes you feel less anxious. Okay. So you have to shift your attention from what can go wrong to what is going right. And that will help you feel better about life. So be thankful, not just for Thanksgiving tomorrow, but every day of your life. Okay,
Absolutely.
every day to be thankful.
Every day. And without that, we're going to close this show. Once
Mhm.
again, thank you for listening to the HHW show. And like I say, you gotta love some wrestling.
Yeah.